Hello and welcome. I'm so excited to send you this video today with a little teaching that is near and dear to my heart. I am a big goal setting person now, but I haven't always been a goal setting person, and more about that soon. But I revisit my goals every quarter, and the end of this quarter is coming as we transition from June into July. It's definitely been a busy quarter, and I'm sure that there has been a lot of change for you as well. And I'm looking forward to making sure that the summer is good and on target, ready to rock and roll. So, how did I go from not having goals to integrating goal setting into being a really big part of my life? It really was a pretty simple switch. And so when I first started goal setting, I had this perfect idea of how I would magically be, almost like a platonic idea of how efficiently I would work and how healthy I would be, and all the things that I hear that I should be. I should be getting more sleep. I should be exercising more. I should be learning all the time. There are so many things with which we're kind of bombarded to a certain extent that have to do with self-care, with growing our career, with getting sharper, staying ahead of the curve, keeping up with the news, not to mention our family and social obligations. It gets pretty overwhelming. When I was setting goals based on this perfect idea of who I thought I should be, all the shoulds that I thought I should be doing, it just wasn't working. It was falling flat. And I think part of that is because this idea of perfection is one-dimensional. So for me to get goal setting into my life, I had to flip my script. Instead of chasing after goals that I thought my perfect self would be following, I look for goals that fit with me, goals that will stick with me. Because the best goals are the goals that we stick to, the goals that take us to that next level, the goals that are authentic to ourselves, that can really take root in our soil. When we look for the goals that really fit with who we are and where we're going, they point us towards our more authentic self. And they're set with our whole person, not just some one-dimensional idea of perfection. So if you're also doing a goal set like me, we're going to go through a really quick exercise. So instead of looking at this perfect idea of perfect goals, we look backwards to really authentically put some stakes in the ground and learn from where we've been. There is so much we can learn from our past, what our younger self decided was important, what we've overcome, what challenges we faced. You might be thinking, this is goal setting. Goal setting is about looking into the future, about imagining a better future self. Okay, I hear you. But there are some clear benefits for looking backwards. Clarity on what matters most, what really matters. You want to be able to separate the trivial many from the vital few, so that 10 years from now, you'll look back today and know that you were working on the goals that really mattered, that moved the needle. Continuity. We want to have a continuity with ourselves, build on our learnings, build on our past achievements. This contributes to the idea of personal coherence, that we're not just being pulled in 100 different directions and trying out every new shiny thing that comes our way, but there's a real coherence and continuity in our character, in how we show up, and in how we move forward on our goals. So now time for the fun part. Take out a piece of paper. There is power in writing goals down. There's real power in getting something out of our head and writing it down. So on the top of this piece of paper, on the right-hand side, write out this year. On the left-hand side, write out the year 10 years ago. So for me, 2020, this year, 2010, 10 years ago. And draw a line in the middle. Make a big brainstorm of that timeline. What did you accomplish? What challenges did you overcome? What were the most meaningful accomplishments now looking back from your past 10 years? What are you the most proud of? What shaped your character and beliefs the most? I'm going to invite you to pause and just set a timer for 3 minutes. Doesn't need to take very long. And concentrate for 3 minutes on brainstorming what's happened in the last 10 years. Okay, did you pause the video? If not, now is your second chance. So to finish up this exercise, I invite you to circle the 5 accomplishments of which you are the most proud. Just 5. If this exercise is working for you as it did for me, it was one of the most life-changing and life-giving exercise I've ever done, because it showed me what really, really matters in that bigger picture. The 5 accomplishments I circled were not at all what I had thought I would before I started the exercise. So, third invitation, if you didn't get out your journal yet, I really strongly encourage you to write it down. And with this view of what's been the most important to you in the last decade, use that as a lens to refresh your goals going forward, to make sure that you are focusing on what matters most. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I can't wait to hear how this exercise went for you. Please do let me know, and sending all of my best wishes for a wonderful quarter ahead. Yes, quarter, for great goals with joy and ease. Bye-bye.